Hello, everybody. This is the hangout for today, a moment of pure intent, with me, with Rovital. Well, I welcome you all. Today I had it organized a little different, and we are going to start with actually what is a moment of pure intent and where do we find it. Okay. Well, it takes only one moment of pure intent for a manifestation. And when I say that, I mean that we actually don't have to try too hard. There's nothing, look at me. Oh, look what I did. How did I do that? Here I am. There's nothing mystical about this moment, and we all have it. Okay? Now, look at me. Can you believe it? And let me go back to my slides again. Okay. Now, when I say a moment of pure intent, how does it work? Okay, it works very simple, and I want you to follow my I'm running crazy here with my slides today. So how does it really work? Okay, when we try to run a momentum, okay, we try to run a momentum. Actually, we have breaks of 17 seconds. Okay, and this is how it is. You need only 68 seconds to create a momentum. So actually, we're talking about 17 seconds double 4 is 68. Okay, and what it means is that when we concentrate on a thought, okay, for 17 seconds, okay, that thought starts to create a momentum. Okay, if you do it for 68 seconds, okay, this thought is actually start to roll itself. And you can see it here on my slide. You can see that actually it's like turning on the radio. If you do it from 0 to 1, you turn on the radio, okay, but you hear nothing, okay? If you give it another 17 seconds, you go to 34 seconds, okay? It's like as if you are going from 0 to 2, okay? You enhanced it with another level, okay? You got it to 2 seconds, to level 2 on your radio, and now there start to be a little hush, okay? Now, if you keep it for another 17 seconds, you go to 51 seconds. Now you're on the volume 3 on your radio, and now you start to hear a sound, but it's really quiet, okay? But once you put another 17 seconds into this, okay, you got to 68 seconds, okay, and now you have your radio completely where you can really hear everything, okay? Now, doing your head like this, if my slide was clear and if you were able to see this, because I'm new in this, okay? So that's how simple it is. Okay, so what do we want to do, and how exactly does it work? Okay, how does it work? So once you know that you have a momentum that is going, now the question is, how do you like it to come about? Okay, and when I say how do you like it to come about, what I mean is that you have to decide how do you want to focus your mind. And what do you mean, how do you want to focus your mind? It's so very simple. You have to decide about the thought you want to concentrate with. You want to set up your mood. You want to be on a good vibration. You want to be on a on a relaxed position when you find yourself tuning into those thoughts. Because no matter what you're going to have in your mind, it's going to start building up a momentum. If you're going to think about not having something that you really desire to have, or if it's something that you really want to manifest, okay, is it something which is desirable for you or something which is not desirable for you? Okay, so now then you understand this momentum, how it works, okay, and you understand that actually we're talking about something that we do naturally. We're just not aware of the consequence of it, so to say. This is really easy. Now you can really have a grip on that. Okay, so here it is. Actually, you have just the formula of how things works. Now, where does it all happen? Okay, you want to know where those moments of pure intent actually find you. Okay, I can tell you that my moment of pure intent are where I'm going the most general. Okay, when I'm going the most general, it means when I'm not thinking about it, when I am not focusing on too much on my thought. It's not when I'm meditating, so to say. It's of course we can create those moments, and we can get into those moments when we are meditating. Actually, those moments are the moments where your inspiration is actually finding you. So if you are able to define, if you're able to track, if you're able to locate those moments of inspiration, you can actually find those moments of pure intent and actually recruit them to your service. I can tell you, and I say that all the time, that I find it so surprising that every time I wash the dishes, I have those moments of inspiration. I have a lot of moments of clarity when I'm doing the dishes. I have no idea why it is happening over there, but it seems like I'm very relaxed when I do the dishes because I'm just focused on just one thing at a time. I know that whatever I do is something that I'm completely mastering. Washing dishes for me is actually a restoration kind of work. I take something that is being used, and I completely renew that. I put it back to where it was. So actually, for me, doing the dishes is an act of healing the sink, so to say, of bringing things back to order, of just restoring or bringing up the vibration of the kitchen by it's like I'm doing some kind of a physical cleansing, okay? And I found that every time I do some kind of a cleansing, some kind of a cleaning, so to say, this is where my moments of inspiration actually find me. When I'm vacuuming the floor or cleaning the floor, when I'm taking a shower, when I'm even like organizing the car, okay, just throwing out things that I don't need, you know, all of a sudden I found those moments of clarifications. I found those moments of really pure intent. And somehow those moments are integrating together and creating that vibration that I find myself actually bringing new intentions into my life. Somehow it's like a breakthrough in what I do. So I say that because I have realized that a moment of pure intent can sound very mystical. It can sound really mysterious. It can sound like highly spiritual, like something that we have to step on a stool or to step on a ladder just to find it, when actually it's not. It's actually something that happens to us on a regular basis, and we don't have to think too much about it. It's not anything out of the ordinary and out of the usual. It's just something that we have to be aware of. And once we are aware of, okay, then we can use it for our benefit. Okay, then we can actually do something that is going to create the result that we want, and we actually starting to work less on default and more from a deliberate intent. Okay, let's go to my next one. Okay, now the big question is, why do we want it pure? Okay, now you can tell me, Ravital, it's quite obvious, you know, we would like to have, we would like to have the best. Well, actually, if you're asking for, if you continue using the regular vibration that you use, or your highest vibration that you use until now, okay, that may be good, but you would really want to infuse it with some more clarity. You see, we are now in a very special time, the time of ascending, the time that there is a shift going on. The time is shrinking. The difference, the gap between your thoughts and the manifestation of it is actually shrinking. So and think that things that you were thinking about are going to come back to you much quicker and faster than you can ever imagine. So the way you project things is the way that is going to come back to you. And if you're going to use your intention and create things from the place of real pure intent, okay, this is where actually you're going to you're going to manifest the best for yourself. Okay, this way you're going to get the best results for yourself and for others, and this way you actually practice your level of awareness, okay, by just putting yourself over there. When you decide to do something, you can no longer just do it, okay, and whatever the result of it is going to be, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. No, you have to be really aware of it, okay. If you decide that you help someone, okay, we're going to take that example of helping someone. If you don't really act from a pure intent decision of helping that individual or assisting that project, just don't do that, because the results you are going to deliver are going to be in such a level that you don't want them to manifest in your life anymore. Okay, if you want to decide to just to say to purchase a new thing, okay, or to expand and to study another new subject, okay, when you dive into it, okay, dive from the place of real intention that is going to be benefit for yourself and for other. And that's what we mean also by pure. By pure, it means that you're not trying to draw something only for yourself. You're not going to be, let's say, an egoist, so to say. You're going to be someone who's going to understand that we are all one, okay, and we have one source, and whatever is good, you know, and if you act on the good of everyone, you come from the pure intent of not serving yourself only, okay, actually you are operating from a higher level, and thus you actually create better and serve better. Okay, and now I want to go back to my slides. Yes, here it is. So before I'm moving on, I want to ask you if you have any questions. Okay, Josette, I put you here and I unmuted you. So if you want to ask me something, or you want to say something, you want to share something, you're ready. If you don't, Panna, if you want, just give me a sign. Just that? Okay.
Am I still muted?
No, now you're on air. I can hear you. Hi.
I just tried a little experiment on my own the day before yesterday, and it was part of my meditation. It was just, like breathing and closing my eyes and sort of breathing, like looking up at my third eye type of thing, and counting.
Okay.
And so I was counting, and I thought, well, I'll just count up to 68 and see what happens, but I don't want to think about anything else but that.
That's
So I
interesting.
did that. And what happened was I thought, oh, so what am I supposed to do now? So I said, oh, it'd be fun if, Matt could get some more work or something like that, my husband. So I just kind of threw that up in the air. And it was funny because when he got back from work yesterday, he says, by the way, I got a job offer to do some work, some translating work, and it's only for the fall, though. So I'm like, oh, God. Geez, well, this is really great. Like, it just popped in my head. I thought, wow, this worked, I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah, actually, it is working. It is working like that. It is working like that, and it is going to manifest for you if you're just going to allow it. Okay.
Yeah. I totally ignored it after because I didn't know if it was gonna.
Of course.
Then I
Yes.
knew I had to just ignore it. Yeah.
Yes, and the idea of ignoring it is wonderful because we all think that we have to take care of it, but just think about it as a plant, okay? Once you put the seed in the ground, okay, and you put it in the right time, you put it in the right season, you put it in the right soil, so to say, okay, and you actually gave it the conditions, okay, to do. You just have to move out of there. You just have to move away.
Yeah, let it grow, yeah.
Yes, because just imagine that every 5 seconds you're going to go dig in the ground, okay, and see if something happened. Nothing is going to happen. You remember when we were kids, we all the time wanted to see what's going to happen over there. If something is sprouting, if something happen, and eventually nothing will happen. Why? Because you interfere with this. At the moment, you see, at the moment you open it up and you actually expose it to the sun, you don't, you just destruct it. So the same thing with creating, with creating a momentum. Okay, it's like putting a seed in the ground. Okay, there's nothing you should do beyond that. It's not your work anymore. Okay, and we sometimes as human, we don't understand that, because we have those thoughts running into our mind.
That's why, in a sense, I said, if I'm doing dishes, I'm thinking of whatever's popping in my head, and that's dangerous when you have no control over your thoughts. So I thought, well, I can't do that, so I'll just meditate with nothing in my head, just counting, and that's all. I can't think of anything else. I had to start over a couple of times, but it doesn't matter.
Of course. And this is wonderful, because actually we all have we are all individuals. Okay, even though we're all leaves on the same tree, each one of us is individual. Okay, so each one of us is actually responding to the wind, individually. So you are going, yes, so you're going to find your moments somewhere else than me. I'm giving the example to show you that actually it's something that we all have. Okay, if you find your moments on meditation, okay, and after a while you're going to get used to the feeling of it. Okay, slowly and gradually you're going to find those moments as you do other things as well. Okay, you wouldn't have to go and sit yourself and get into the same position. Okay, and to restore it, okay, in order to create it. Okay, what is going to happen, that you are going to inherit the feeling of it. Okay, you are going to get to the sense of it. Okay, to the knowing of it, and from that moment, it's going to be able to generate itself in your space, even when you do other things as well. Okay. Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about what you say, I say to myself, I probably trained myself enough that that my frequencies, okay, that my intention can actually create themselves or generate themselves in a very general way. Okay, you see, after so many years of meditation, after 15 or 20 years of meditation, 22 years of meditation, okay, I said to myself, I don't want to be in I don't want to sit myself into meditation. I want to have those moments on my day-to-day actions. Okay, I want to find this moment. I want to find those moments, when I do other things, when I walk, when
But you can do that. You can do that because you can control your thoughts.
Exactly.
You can control the negative thoughts not coming in.
Yeah.
Whereas for us beginners, we're still trying to get rid of them and move them over,
Yeah.
So,
okay. Yeah. I see that Pana has something.
Complete zero meditation.
I see
numbers. There's no negative numbers.
No. I see that Pana has something to say, so I'm going to unmute her. Pana, you're free. I don't hear you. Pana, I don't hear you.
Who?
Here you are. Pana? No, you're free. Oh. Here.
I see something.
Josette, I'm muting you.
Okay, bye.
No. Pana? No, you're free. Oh, she logged out. Okay. Oh, here she came again. Oh.
Can
Pana?
you hear me now?
Yes, I do hear you perfectly.
Okay.
So that you hear us too, right? Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I need to remember my question now. Okay, my question was, okay, so just for me to understand, when so after meditation or washing the plates or whatever make us come into alignment, then we can have a pure intent moment and think about what we want to manifest. Is that right till now?
Actually, once you realize it, once you recognize those moments, okay, you find them, okay, then you want to start training yourself into your manifestations, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that a moment of pure intent is similar to a moment of positivity?
Extremely, yes. A moment of pure intent is going to be, now why it's pure, okay, why it's pure, because it's not something that has any so to say there is nothing which is going to be, I don't know how, I'm trying to find a word for it. It's something that is not going to be something too selfish or too egoistic, or it's something that you come from a high level of awareness. That's
from your heart.
Yes, it's from your heart and above.
Something that okay.
Not only from your heart. It can be from your heart. It can be from your from your heart and above. Okay, it can be from your 5th chakra, from your 6th chakra, or from your 7th chakra. Okay, it doesn't come from your 3rd. It doesn't come from your 2nd, and definitely doesn't come from your 3rd. And if I want to explain that, okay, when you come to the awareness of the heart, you come to the awareness that you and the others are actually existing on the same platform. You don't wish to have more to yourself and less for the other. Okay, you don't want to take advantage of somebody. You're not trying to take advantage of a situation in a way that is not going to be benefiting for the other person. Okay?
Completely understand.
Yes, you want to be in a position that you actually use your awareness, okay, to benefit on a much bigger scale. You understand? You're not coming from a narrow perspective of me only. You come from the perspective of we. You realize that the general good, okay, is part of your own good, and your own good is part of the general good. Okay. So let's say we're going to put the pure, the intent of just being happy, okay, which is not anything material. It's just being happy, okay. And if you come from the pure intent of happiness, actually serves not only you, but it serves the entire community. Okay, because once you are able to be happy, actually you're not burdening. Okay, you're not a burden to someone else because you're not depressed. So once you're not depressed, nobody has to lift you up. Okay, nobody's supposed to carry you up. Nobody has to, nobody has to, to weight anything. Okay, because you're happy. Okay, once you're happy, you can actually, you're not, nobody has to carry you out. You can actually help someone else to carry themselves out. Just imagine, if you think about yourself as happiness is being healthy, okay? Don't think about happiness as some kind of advantage. Just think about happiness as being healthy. Just imagine that we have a community of healthy people. How that community behave. How far can it go? And just imagine a community of everybody sick. Okay, just imagine that being happy is being healthy, and being unhappy means to be sick, which is actually is.
Yeah.
Actually, if you're not happy, okay, actually if you're not happy, you are like sick. So to say, your vibration is low, okay, your achievements are not, let's say,
you're not in alignment.
You're not in alignment with your full potential. you're not using your potential. Okay, why? Because your vibration is too low. It's like trying to drive your car on a second gear. You know, it's going to drive, but look at the capacity. Look how far can you go. Look how quickly can you get there. Look the kind of a mess you're going to do if you're going to try to get on the highway. If you're going to get on the highway where everybody's, so to say, healthy and they're driving 4th and 5th gear, okay, you might cause an accident. Okay, so the image that I'm trying to create is of you, okay, creating something of a high vibration. You create something from a place of being completely healthy. Okay. So if you put the intent of, okay, I want to be happy, and you put this intent from a high vibration, okay, of seeing the general good, okay, of the benefit, the general benefit of that position, okay, for yourself and for others, okay, you actually come from a pure place, because it's not that you want something only for yourself. You don't want something that is just going to serve you, and you don't care about anyone else. Okay, it's like, taking a little, finding, it's like having a huge wrap for something very little. Okay, so you take the little thing that you want, and then the entire wrap is becoming a trash. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to put you on mute, Panayota, because I know that this is going to cause you problems. And it's just that I'm unmuting you as well. So to give you the chance to talk. Can you talk now? Say hello. No? Okay, now you are. I know how to do this. Okay, so I gave you the control because we're, to put yourself. Panayota, don't put yourself on mute. It's to completely distract you. Just be quiet. Okay, but Josette, I see that you have control over it, which is fine. So, so I would like you to use it. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go to our final. Slide here, and it's commit, submit, and allow and excel. And it's really easy, because if you commit yourself to create, Josette, you must put yourself on mute, otherwise I'm going to mute you. Okay.
No,
okay.
I don't know how. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Okay, now you're on mute. Okay. So once you commit yourself to create from pure intent, from the place of alignment with yourself and everything that there is, this is the moment that actually you bring yourself to another level of awareness and another level of taking responsibility for your manifestations. You actually understand, okay, that whatever you put out there is going to come back to you, okay? And when you submit that, okay, and those are those moments that you actually do it, okay? Okay, you take the things that you know, okay, and you put them into action. This is when you submit it, okay? This is where actually you start practicing it, okay? And after you practice it, okay, it's like Josette, you gave your example of the 68 seconds that you just allow it, okay? You didn't stay on the way of it, Okay, this is where you actually give permission, or you give the space for things to happen. Okay, now what I want to emphasize it, that once you gave you gave the chance for things to happen, okay, from that moment on you just want to excel. You just want to excel. You just want to have more and more and more of it. Okay, and when I mean more and more is where we actually expand. Okay, because at the moment, like Josette, you had this moment, you saw things happening. Okay, you want to, because you submitted it. Okay, and then you allowed it. Okay, at the moment you see this happen, from that moment you want to excel. From that moment you want to know, what more can I do with it? How larger can I go with? Can I actually manifest immediately at the moment you got this is going to be your next thought. How far can I go with it? How much more can I get out of it? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very, very simple. Yeah, I unmuted you so you can you can participate with us. Okay.
Yeah. As can I say something?
Of course, yes, you can.
As soon as you get like your first manifestations, then you get really excited.
Exactly.
and uh, and you are there at the excel point where you think, oh my God, I can actually manifest a lot more than this, and I want a lot more than this, and then you start getting more creative, but then you have a better, you're at a higher level of awareness, you are at a higher level of vibration, and you're at a higher level of intentions. So you have different intentions and bigger intentions, larger intentions, um, intentions for the whole, not just for you. And how would that, yeah, I think.
Yeah. Actually, it's really beautiful, because as you were talking, I said to myself, here's the answer of us thinking about ourselves as if we're small. Because we all the time think, oh, what can I do? I'm just a leaf on that tree. I cannot actually affect the weather. Okay, I cannot change the course of the wind. Okay, but if you think about it, it's not true. It's not true. Every moment of pure intent that each one of us is going to manifest and it's going to create, it's going to change the weather. It's going to change the overall vibration. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it is happening. I see it already. I see
Yeah.
it. It's so obvious to me. Yeah. Josette, do you want to add something? Y- you're on mute? Now you can talk? Yes. Now I hear you. No, I don't. So you had to unmute yourself, Gisette, because I didn't mute you. No, I didn't mute you. You have to mute yourself.
Let's stop using mute.
Yes.
um,
Gisette, I cannot hear you. No. You have to use the mute button is on the top of the
Okay.
screen.
Now?
Yes, 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 yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So we were talking about the Excel part, okay? Like
yes,
you were
Excel.
saying, you get, you allow and it comes and you're excited and okay, so that was great, and then you excel. Yeah, you get higher and higher, but you don't. I don't think you go from that very moment to, like when you realize that it happened, that like your manifestation happens? Like you don't go right into excelling to
No, you have to
manifest
practice.
again.
No, you need
What's
to
your,
you need to manifest and manifest and manifest and manifest and
yeah,
Yeah,
manifest and
yes,
you have to
manifest.
okay. I just wanted to be sure
And
that you didn't,
yeah, yeah.
but it would be good. I think we'd blow our minds up, but
You see, it blows your mind once you
yeah,
understand. Once you
really,
understand the potential of it, once you understand that you can actually do this, okay,
yeah.
this is when, this is where the breakthrough is coming from, okay, and actually, this is the magical moment that you actually think to yourself, so where have I been until now, right? Why didn't I? Yeah, where have I been before now? It is so simple, so why didn't I ever use it? Okay, and the reason is because we have not been trained to use our brain to our service. We train to use our brain for the service of someone else or something else or something which is completely outside us. And I think there is something about it which is completely how to say that, untrusting, because it says that we cannot be trusted. Okay, we cannot be trusted with our own higher faculties, so to say. We cannot be trusted with our intentions, because we can never be good enough. Okay, our intentions and our thoughts and our manifestations are not good enough, and therefore we're not supposed to use them. Okay, it's like giving a weapon to someone who's unqualified. Okay, and therefore you don't want to give that weapon to anyone, but that's not true. We are qualified, we are good enough. Okay, we are trusted. Okay, we are everything that we need in order to use our higher faculties. We have everything, to use for the benefit of ourselves and others. So with that being said, we can just go back to ourselves and just validate who we are, and understand that once we do that, you
Then we
know,
have to teach
we,
it.
uh,
Then we have to teach it.
we we have to use it, and we have to show example for others, and once they see us doing this, they are going to be inspired and say, oh, there's something there that she's doing, and she's we are friends, so if we're friends, maybe I can do that as well. It's not like somebody's talking about Donald Trump, and I know that the gap between us and Donald Trump is so big, and we say, oh, if he can do this because he is such and such and such. But if you're a family, if you're friends, if people around you, people that are like you, they see you doing those things, they said, oh, if she can do that, okay, so why can't I do that? Okay, so
It's doable.
it's doable.
Yeah.
It's something which is palatable. It's something that that it's just there.
If you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, if you can do it, I can do it. And that's how we spread it. It's like throwing a little stone in the water. It's going to create bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger wave, but it's going to start from the circle. Okay, it start from that little stone. Okay. And we're not throwing rocks into the water. We're not throwing Donald Trumps into the water. We're throwing little stones like we are. And if you're going to see, it's like the rain heating the lake, okay? There are drops of water, okay? But when all those drops of water are heating the lake, all of a sudden the entire surface of the lake is changing. Okay, you don't have to throw one meteor into the water in order to get that splash. You can shower it with little drops of rain, that each one of us is a drop of rain, and actually you can actually change the surface.
Yeah,
and that's what we do. Yes, and that's how we do this. We are just, each one of us is a drop of rain, it's a drop of water into this enormous lake. Okay, and each one of our pure intent is making that little local change in the water, and together we change it, we make it. So that's I think that's the benefit of that moment of pure intent, that we actually, by moving nothing, okay? By voting for no one, and for paying no money, for spending nothing, just doing the thing that we can naturally do, we can change whatever we want to change. We can create whatever we want to experience, and it's a general experience for us all. Payata, do you want to say something before we are wrapping it up?
No. I'm good. I like it.
Okay, so I made a closing. I made a closing.
Thank you too.
I made a closing
Slide.
Yes,
Thank
and
you, Rivka.
yes, and that's it. And
Thank you very much, Ravi. Thank you very much. It's
look
been
what I
wonderful.
did! Can you believe it? I'm so amazing with it.
Laughing so much before.
Yeah, it's really beautiful once we play with this. And now look. I want you to see something really funny. Look, just for the just for the fun of it. Look, just for the fun of it. Oh, look at that. Now I want something for you all. Oh.
An audience.
Isn't that funny?
Brilliant. Oh, Ravi, you're amazing. I have to go now. I have to go.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for
Thank you
being
so
here with
much.
me.
Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Ravi. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, too.
Bye.
Bye.